Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 190th edition of Spooky Reviews from Spooky Ventures. I'm Gary Hill, and I'm both your host and your reviewer. This time I'm looking at a DVD release of a movie called Fear Cabin. What this movie does really well is to create a lot of really creepy scenes. It's not big on gore, but it is big on violence and scares. It really starts quickly and doesn't let up for long, consistently dishing out the spooky scare senses. It also has an intriguing story behind it that actually covers a lot of time period, but therein lies some of the trouble too. It jumps around from the past to present too much, and the transitions are not always well delineated. That makes the story a little hard to follow at times. In fact, I definitely got a little lost keeping track of all of it. Now, that made parts of the movie feel kind of disjointed. The thing is, this is a story about a bunch of people who rent a cabin, and this cabin has a lot of history, and they get caught up in that history. Now, the scares and general creepy vibes work well enough that even if you take all the story out, this is still a fun and entertaining movie. It's definitely a supernatural horror piece, and it has some minor echoes of The Evil Dead. I suppose, given that setting and general concept, that's hard to avoid. They don't really lean into it heavily, though, so those things are not as pronounced as they could be. And I think that's a good thing. It sort of stands on its own. In terms of bonus features, it feels a little light, but the behind-the-scenes thing is a lot of fun. The main movie is worthwhile, though, so any bonus features are just icing on the cake anyway. All in all, this is a solid supernatural horror film, even if it's more about the mood and scare than it is the story. There are plenty of good scares to go around, and it definitely feels very creepy a lot of the time. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.